Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Chenxi 8848 skeleton watch. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing a Debert GMT with the NH34 movement, and Grogu is wearing my Timex Ironman. Today is November 11th, so I asked Grogu if he thanked any vets. He said he thanked General Clarician, Captain Rex, Captain Antilles, and sent a muffin basket to the Mos Eisley Animal Hospital. I said, Mos Eisley Animal Hospital? That is the wrong kind of vet. He said he knows. He did it because they give free flea baths to all the veteran Wookiees. Alright, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in this box. Usually a $21 watch doesn't come in a box, but this one does. And here's the extra links. I had removed 3. And oh yeah, don't forget the unsigned warranty card. And here it is. This is the second Chenxi on my channel, and believe it or not, the first Chenxi is one of the most popular videos I've ever done with over 4,500 views and rising. I've never been the biggest fan of skeleton watches, but what kind of watch reviewer would I be if I only reviewed watches I love? Like the other Chenxi I reviewed, this is very Royal Oak inspired. The Royal Oak is the classic design and still remains very popular among the high-end luxury brands. Most of us will never own a real Royal Oak, so we'll have to sell for these Chinese-made homages. This watch is ultra affordable at $21, which is about as affordable one gets with an automatic movement. It comes in 4 different colorways, and I chose the black PVD coated. The others are steel colored, and there is no gold option. The watch is 42 millimeters if you measure at the flats of the bezel, but 43.2 if you measure at the corners. 52 millimeters lug to lug. It's 14.5 millimeters thick because you include this big dome crystal. Lug width doesn't really apply, but it's 25.5 millimeters at the widest part of the bracelet and weighs 137 grams on the supplied bracelet with 3 links removed. The bezel is your typical Royal Oak style octagon. And it's got these fake screws here. I'm sure they're not real. Then if you look at the dial, it's a skeleton dial. You got Chenxi name and logo on the right. Then of course the whole point of a skeleton dial is you can see the movement underneath. Then you got loomed indices, batons, a double baton at the 12. And then the minute and hour hand are also loomed, but the second hand is not. And there is no date on this watch. The crown is a push-pull because this only has 30 meters water resistance, so no need for a screw-down crown. If you pull it, the crown action is pretty good. The minute hand isn't all loose. And when you go to set it, there's no minute hand jump, so that's always great when you have a really cheap watch. The crystal is a dome crystal. You got a serious dome here. I don't think it's double dome because you got quite a bit of distortion. And this other Chenxi I had did this too. There's this blue tint to it, so I don't know if that's AR coating. Since it's glass, it really doesn't need AR coating, but it still has this blue tint, so it's kind of cool. I like it. And the case, of course, is not steel. It's a PVD coated alloy. And it looks fine, your typical Royal Oak style case. And then the case back, it looks like a screw down, but it is not. Because you can see the slot for the pry bar right there. Then it's a display case back, so I don't know why they needed to do that because you can see the movement from the dial, but that's fine. Then it says stainless steel back, which is another tell that the case is not. And then it just gives 3 ATM. Then underneath the case back is a movement. I don't know. It doesn't say which type it is. It's your cheap Chinese movement. But it's a nice looking movement. It's not the most accurate thing in the world or the most reliable movement in the world. So let's put it on the time grapher and I'll show you. Here it is on the time grapher. As you can see, the accuracy is pretty good, but it's kind of inconsistent. It jumps from +2 to +8, down to +3 again. So it's kind of depends on where the second hand is. And then as you can see too, the amplitude is pretty low, and there's quite a bit of beat error, which is why you see 2 lines on the time graph window. So yeah, it's running okay, but not great. The bracelet is integrated. It's got hollow links. You can see the seams. And these connector links are just kind of, they don't fully articulate. They're all part of the same link. And as you can see too, it's got push pin adjusters, not screw pin. I'm fine with push pins. I think it's kind of easier than screw pins. I've never lost a push pin, but I've lost quite a few screw pins from coming undone, and I don't want to have to put Loctite on them because that's a real pain. And as you can see, it comes with a butterfly clasp, and the butterfly clasp has this square here, so you have to close it in one direction. And they did not put a signature on this square. Not a big fan of butterfly clasp. I understand if it's a Royal Oak homage, that's just par for the course. Here it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. As you can see, it wears nice. I had to remove 3 links, and it wears nice and flat. And it's fairly light for its size, even though this is a big watch, just because it has hollow links, because it's only 130 something grams. So it's comfortable. I like it. Nobody expects great lume on a $21 watch, but it should still be better than that George watch I tested the other day. When you speed up the time, the indices fade immediately. The hands do much better, which is good. Just wish the minute hand was as good as the hour hand. Overall, not great, but okay for a $21 watch. What do I like about this watch? Well, it's nice looking. It's comfortable to wear. I like this dome crystal with the blue tint. It's just kind of cool. And the price is right. What are my gripes and groans? The index lume is a joke. The movement's not very consistent and has quite a bit of beat error. That's really about it. There's really not much to complain about, considering it's a $21 watch. Do I recommend this watch? Sure. You're getting quite a bit of watch for $21. It looks nice, wears nice. And it's, once again, it's $21. So, well, thank you for watching my review of the Chenxi 8848. And I will be back with another review. I have a feeling that I'm going to have that D-Bird I'm wearing jump the line and review that next, just because it has an NH34 in it. Bye.